got another thrift store vinyl finds video for you. And we're starting it off with the Ventures. This still had some like shrink wrap on it. This was a double album. I think it was just kind of like a compilation of their previously recorded stuff. It came out in 1971. So I think I have almost every Ventures record by now. I may do a future feature, I'm surprised I said that, on the Ventures. And it makes good background music, I think, too, for these videos. Next we got, and this guy's pretty easy to find, obviously, but I never saw this one. I mean, you think he's like, you think Las Vegas and kind of cheesy, but I found this one, Tom Jones. It's not unusual. And all these records I'm showing you on this video, I got them like three for $1, and I got them at a St. Vincent de Paul store that I go to regularly. It's kind of in my area, but they usually don't have that many records, but once in a while they do get like a little treasure trove of stuff if I'm lucky. So like I said, we'll keep going here. I found another record by Lynn Anderson, if you're into that country paladin sound. And I found this one, Porter Wagoner. He's one of the old country guys. He discovered Dolly Parton too. Of course, kind of hard not to discover Dolly Parton. I mean, well, you know what I'm talking about. Another kind of country folk guy found this one. Johnny Horton, a legend. He has like the North to Alaska, and I think a couple other records, songs I remember from him. This guy, I used to think this guy was black. He had a big hit in early 70s called Polk Salad Annie, and I have that album, but I found this other one, so I was kind of lucky to find this one. And we're talking Tony Joe White, who is white, but he sounds black. I mean, what about it? I don't know. Now this group, I wasn't really into them too much in the 70s, but back about in the late 80s they had a live album called Exit Stage Left, and I really liked that record. I don't have it anymore, but I came across 5 records by this group, and I'm talking about Rush. So this is Fly By Night, and Caress of Steel, and still in the original shrink wrap. I mean, it's been opened, but I found 2112 and Grace Under Pressure. And I found these all at once, This one I already had, but I picked this one up, this copy. Signals Rush. So I got practically the half the Rush catalog. My last video I showed you the Dreamweaver album. I found this one, Gary Wright, The Right Place. And this woman and her 2 sisters had that one TV show in the 80s, or I think it was maybe the late 70s. Kind of liked her singing or whatever, kind of country pop. Barbara Mandrell. See, it's still got the shrink wrap on it. I'm kind of into the Beach Boys, but I never had this compilation. This was, I think, one of their early compilation records. Was Endless Summer. It's in excellent condition. Here's the artwork there, kind of funny. kind of liked Aerosmith, but not enough to buy their albums, but I did buy this one. Well, can't go wrong for like 30 cents, right? Aerosmith's Greatest Hits. You know, I always liked, what's the one I really liked? Back in the Saddle. That was like my favorite. Here's another famous kind of guy, kind of a bluesy guy, rock guy. This is probably his most famous song on here. George Thorogood, Bad to the Bone. And I have most of these guys' records, but I picked this one up. This is The Police. Kind of like their singles, their hits up to this point. And in the progressive rock guys, this was that '83 comeback kind of record by this group. Yes. 90125. I used to have this record, and like I said, for some reason I got rid of it. But I missed it, so I'm lucky to find another copy. It was Peter Gabriel. So now I never had any records by these guys. These were the re-emergence of punk in like the early mid-70s. So I was kind of excited to find these two records by this group. It was the Ramones, Rocket to Russia. Kind of funny there. And the Ramones, Leave Home. Like I said, these records I'm showing you, I got them all free for $1. So, and when I got out of high school, this was like the band. It was like all the rage. I guess was guitar band was Van Halen, and I picked this one up. I had bought their second album, I think, when it first came out, but wasn't really into them that much. But I did find this one, so I bought it. It was Women and Children First. And I think that the record or the song on this that I really liked was Everybody Wants Some. Everybody wants records, right? Really liked this performer. I didn't have this album until now. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Southern Accents. Great record there. Now, I didn't really know much about this. I think I heard of this group. This is like 80s, I think, or maybe 90s. I think they're from Scotland. If I'm wrong, let me know. The Verve. What's it called? A Northern Soul. Kind of weird that. Look at that. You can even see my my camera and tripod there, reflected. And it's a double album too. You can see it's got some other pictures in there. Now this was a band, I didn't know anything about it, and I played it, and they were kind of like a Seattle band from the mid-90s, so they were into the grunge alternative sound. I don't know if they ever really did much besides this, but a band called Head, Street Level Assault. And I played this, and it kind of sounds like the Ramones, only slower and louder, and the lead singer sounds like he has a really bad head cold. So that pretty much sums them up. Another group that was big in the early 70s, I think this was probably one of their last albums, Three Dog Night. I don't even know the title of it. I think the hit off of here was The Show Must Go On. So, and I found another kind of early record here by Sam Cooke, Best Of. It's in pretty decent condition there. Now this group, I wasn't really much in the mid to late 80s. I know the hair metal, hair band sound was all the rage, you know, the hard rock stuff. I wasn't really that much into it. But when this record came out, I really liked one of the singles that was all over the radio at the time, and that was Animal or Animals. and I'm talking about Def Leppard, and the band or the group or the album is Hysteria. I really like this record. And another one of those anthems of, I think this came out in 1980. She used to be with the Runaways, obviously, and then she went solo like the other members did. And that was Joan Jett, I Love Rock and Roll. Still got the original shrink wrap on there. So I hope you enjoyed those. Oh, I got one more, duh. This is kind of like under the Space Age Bachelor Pad genre, I guess you'd call it, which I'll probably do a video on. That kind of late 50s, early 60s kind of mood music. This is Golden Greats of Martin Denny. And he made all those records with those like tropical, Hawaiian kind of tropical birds and noises and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoyed those, and like I said, I've had some time to make some videos. I'm still looking for a job, but at least I'm in a better mood now. I mean, I'm actually, I'm getting my unemployment compensation, which I was almost worried that I wasn't going to qualify for some stupid reason. But I hope you enjoyed those, and until then, I hope you keep it groovy, and I'll see you later. Bye.